This is what I made for a dinner as a personal chef. We have 3 guests today, and their request was filet mignon. And you know what that means. They got to have their wilted spinach and their favorite crispy roasted potatoes. They tend to eat just a little bit unhealthier when they have guests. You've got to live a little. I try to feed them as many vegetables as possible, so while those potatoes are working away, I trim and peel some asparagus and cut the broccoli into florets. Once the potatoes are fully cooked, I drain them, toss them with olive oil to get them nice and coated in their own potato fluff, just like this, and throw them into the oven to roast at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. I blanch the asparagus and broccoli, shock in ice water so they're ready to quickly finish cooking when I need them. Then I season the fillets generously with kosher salt and set that aside at room temp until it's time to cook them. They don't usually like sauce with their steaks, but sometimes I'll make one when they have guests. For the sauce, I pick and finely sliced tarragon, and for parsley, I only like to use the leaves. The stems are good for soups and stocks, but I do find their flavor a little too intense and bitter for other uses. So I time-consumingly pick the parsley and give those a slice as well. Shift out some basil, then use these anchovies from Patagonia Provisions. My clients don't really like anchovies, so I got the Spanish white ones, which tend to be a bit milder than your average anchovies. I removed the bones and gave them a nice chopping along with some briny capers. I melt down some butter and sweated down shallots with a little bit of black pepper. In a separate bowl, I combined egg yolks, Dijon mustard, and Worcestershire sauce. I grated some garlic into the shallots and butter, cooked out the chopped anchovies for a bit, and then added the capers. Back to the egg yolk mixture, I add lemon zest and fresh lemon juice and slowly temper the hot butter mix. This lowers the chance of the egg yolks turning to scrambled eggs when added to the sauce. I gently cook this while mixing and let that thicken. I cooked it down a little too far, so I added just a touch of chicken stock to loosen it up. It's almost time to serve, so to finish the broccoli, I hit it with a little olive oil, Parmesan cheese, get that roasting, and at the end, I hit it with a bit more parm. To finish the sauce, I just add a bit of cold butter to emulsify and gently heat it until it's all absorbed. Hit it with a bit more lemon juice because the sauce is pretty rich. Then I went and grilled up those asparagus along with the fillets. The guest will be having that 1-pound fillet. He's a very big eater. Right before serving, I add in all the fresh herbs, parsley, tarragon, basil, and chives. I do this off heat to keep those herbs vibrant, alive, and still tasting fresh. The sauce is pretty rich due to the egg yolk and butter, but the lemon and fresh herbs brighten it up so that it's not too heavy. And of course, the anchovies and Worcestershire adds a lot of flavor as well. To plate, I add the roasted Parmesan broccoli, grilled asparagus, crispy potatoes, the fillet, and our buttery herby steak sauce, and that's their dinner.